Good morning all. Chat is super quiet this morning. Everyone is sleeping. Not sure what's going on. Hope we're all well. Today is big news day today for the GBP. We do have interest rates today later on in like 4 hours or something at 3 o'clock, so a little bit more than 4 hours. Uh, so that's going to be definitely interesting. They're expecting a 0.25 rate increase yesterday, which I think is going to come out as expected. Wake up, boys. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. And yeah, I do expect it to come back as expected. And the reason why is because of US, right? They're gonna follow US. I don't think you scheduled the stream. Yeah, I did, but then I did it too late, so it didn't give the double notification, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's all good. Seems like everyone still showed up. Uh, we do have 30 people in here. People are just quiet. I blame Crest. So everyone in the chat blame Crest. Need to blame someone, so we'll blame him. And yeah, interesting day today on with news. I do expect it to come back as expected. Rate increase should be good for pound, but everything's looking a little bit more bearish, which is really really interesting. And yeah, so let's do our analysis ahead of rate increase. Let's talk about yesterday's CPI. So yesterday's CPI came back very, very interesting numbers. So they're expecting 5 for it to come back as 5, as you can see here in the middle. It said 5, but it actually came back yesterday as 4.9. So it actually came back better than expected, which is why we saw, an initial jerk reaction of gold heading up. Most people would expect if inflation came back bad, then we'd expect gold to go down. Why would we expect gold to go down? And I'll explain why we had this move up and down. The reason why we had this move up and down is when inflation looks like it's cooling down means less rate hikes. Less rate hikes means a weaker dollar. And if the dollar is weaker, then we see gold go up. But then the reason why we see gold go down after this is because essentially where we're trading at ultimate highs. And on top of that, most of the people were doing this as a hedge of inflation, right? So they were putting their money in here because of inflation. And if gold is at the highs, they rather just put their money into the markets, right? Into the traditional markets instead of putting the money into gold. So we saw it sell off and it's back to exactly where it was pre-news, right? So basically, you can erase this whole move on the charts. Nothing has basically happened. We're back to where we were pre-news. But we'll look at gold in a minute here. As for GJ, ended up selling off here. This could be anticipation of the news that rate hikes are going to come 0.25, which should bring a little bit of strength into pound. But I think there's a lot of uncertainty due to the fact that the US showing that inflation is cooling down a little bit. And, the cool down just came only from the food sector. So it's not a major cool down. I don't know. The markets are taking it a bit too literally. It's not really something that's like, oh, wow, we're out of this. No, it's still going to be a tough time for the markets. And nothing is really properly solved. It's just the food has come down, the cost of food. So that's what's caused that 0.1% reduction in inflation. But it does give more likelihood that the Fed might keep with their word and continue to not increase interest rates after this current hike they've just done. So apart from that, if we look at the Bank of England today, they expect, oh, that's just money movement, man. So basically the yen is a safe haven currency. If you look at the yen, you will see that it's a safe haven currency. So a lot of people move money into the yen when there's uncertainty, and that's why we saw this move down, because the yen got a little bit stronger. But ahead of Bank of England interest rate, very mixed today. Very hard to say how news is going to react to this move. We could head up, we could head down, and that is exactly why we are not trading news, right? But luckily news is not till after our session, so it doesn't really matter anyways. And news is kind of at a nice time. The news is before New York and after London, so you have the whole of London to trade, and you can also trade New York after the news. We'll see what movements come. But starting off with the daily time frame, what do we see here? We see that that daily did end up creating that resistance. So yesterday we did push up, break the high, but failed very, very, very quickly here. We failed very quickly, and we had this massive sell-off, closing this daily bearish. Only bringing us down to this daily support is basically our target. And if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, what we see here is prices Obviously trending bearish on the 4-hour, but we're stuck at this previous 4-hour rejection zone. It's a very tough zone here. It's a tough spot in the markets. And we can see the multiple 1, 2, 3 rejections, currently working on a 4th rejection. So it's a tough zone. If this 4-hour closes above here, yeah, we could see some more upside. But we can see how this rejected very close to where I had my weekly resistance. Now, this is a key level for GJ. You expect natural sell-off. Look where we sold off. It did sell off at my weekly resistance. I just adjusted it. So look exactly where we had the sell-off, right at weekly resistance. I mean, this has been a yearly high. You can expect reaction from a yearly high. The last time we were up here is in 2022. We came back in now 2023, and we get this reaction from here. So if you notice, all across the board, markets are at highs, right? We look at gold is at a high, market high, right? We look at GJ is at a market high. So we can expect these pullbacks here, and of course buying at weekly resistance is never the smartest idea, right? To buy at a weekly resistance because of these heavy rejections. So don't be surprised at these moves. But again, if we start breaking this weekly low, we could see heavy downside movement, but that's not a while away. That's all the way down at 168, so that's real long way away. But for now, what we need to do is we need to start trading below these supports in order to get down below here, because this is a heavy rejection zone, which is proving true at the moment. You can see how this 1 hour is printing a barcode now, and if you try trade this 1 hour and try trade this barcode and you scan it, if you scan it with the barcode meter, it will send you to destination screwed. So definitely don't be trying to trade inside of this range here. It's very deadly range here. We can see how it starts to get a bit messy now, and 15 minutes also very messy. I think safest sells are gonna come below, potentially even 168.5, even possibly here 168.580, or if we create structure with volume. So if this pushes up, comes down, creates structure, sells make sense. Everything does look more bearish than bullish. The only one caveat I have is that the daily open no top wick here, so daily could flip, make a support. 4 hour could start breaking the high here. If the 4 hour breaks the high and starts getting above 169, 680, 700, you could counter trend buy this, which would be a lot easier to buy than to sell into this mess. It'd be easier to buy out of this mess. So let's wait and see what the setups are. At the moment, there's an option here. If price closes above here, of course it could take us to here, but I'm not playing this range. It's a very small range and it's very counter trend. If this does end up doing something like this, which is already closed above, we can see. So if this does end up flipping now and continuing and fakes out, maybe potentially I can say sells in the range to bring me down to the bottom of the range, and that would be an option here. But buying now is a very bad idea. Buying right now is a terrible idea to try get into this, because this is where the majority of your fake outs are going to come. So be very careful about buying in this zone. And yeah, you know, this is where you're going to get messed up, right? So I hope you guys like that analysis. Now we will wait for the setups and hopefully we can catch something. So yeah, if you like the analysis, leave a like. Really does help. If you could leave a like, I really would appreciate it. Gets the stream out, helps me. And yeah, what broker do you use, bro? I am using IC Markets. I'm not affiliated with them. It's just the broker I've used. I should probably affiliate with them, because the amount of people I've probably referred to that broker, they should pay me for that. Do you only trade 1 hour 30 minutes a day? No, I don't. I trade much longer than 1 hour 30 minutes. I only stream for 1 hour 30 minutes, because the whole idea of the stream is for me to answer questions for you guys. Also, we take trades on the stream, so if we get a trade, we can take it together. But the main thing why I keep the stream short is that if there's trades after the stream, I want you guys to build confidence to take those trades. The biggest mistake I see with streams is that people just keep watching streams, but they never build confidence because they keep listening to the guy behind the screen, or girl, whoever it may be. So if you guys can't build confidence in the markets, you're never going to succeed. If you can't even build confidence to take a trade, how are you going to even increase risk or something like this? Stream should only give you confidence in your own plan, and that's how you're going to succeed, right? So that's why I keep them nice and short. Gold analysis, please. Yes, we are going to look at gold. Let's have a look. Also, since there's a few of us in here, something I want to test, right? And I don't know if you guys can help me out with that, is if we could, you see the share button on the screen? If you could share this stream with just a random person or whoever, or share it to a group, share it to our group, right? If you could share it to our group. I just want to experiment. If we share the stream, maybe 10 of us or something, share the stream, does that affect the viewers or not? I want to experiment, see if that helps or not. So, yeah. Oops, Nightbot came and made you. I appreciate you, Ahmed, but Nightbot, Ahmed, Nightbot got angry. So don't be too pissed at Nightbot. So yeah, if we could try share that stream, I want to see if it makes a difference or not. But looking at gold here, yeah, Nightbot's really quick, right? That's so funny, man. That's so funny. Nightbot's definitely working today. So yeah, just try. There we go. Yeah, it's fast today. Yeah, Nightbot. Whoa, Nightbot's fast today. Dude woke up and chose violence. What did it say? What? Did you think I was gone forever? Yeah, that's so funny. Stop spamming caps. Warning. Oh, damn. Nightbot's not happy here. Yeah, so daily candle, we're not getting a lot of information because of the wicks that was caused by news. 4 hour is kind of in this consolidation. If we can break above this 4 hour resistance I have at 2036, we could see some nice upside. Remaining below 2050 is a key level for upside continuation. This is a key level for upside continuation. So as we remain below it, it becomes quite inconsistent. As for the lower time frames at the moment, there is a potential to trade towards the upside, but very, very risky in this zone here. I mean, you could try. How big is this range? Buy above here. Yeah, 21 pips. You know, you could try, but I prefer to look for buys above the 4 hour resistance or to buy again from the lows. 4 hour time frame is bearish here, so this could flip at any time, break the lows and continue down. So you could argue that this is a mixed session, and you can also look for sells today as well as buys. But at the moment, if easy sells are gonna come below probably 2028. 2028 easy sells can take it towards the downside, and for buys it's a bit tough at the moment. Can you show my current 4 hour supports? Yes. There we go. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have a question, please. If we get a fake out above resistance, should we draw a new resistance that is formed? Thanks in advance. Yes, if you're looking for buys and a fake out comes in that current resistance, that becomes the new resistance. Yes, indeed. Did you guys share the stream? I want to know if you did it. If you guys didn't do it, it's okay if you're lazy. Uh-oh. Nightbot's gonna come. Nightbot's gonna come. Oh, this is so good, Nightbot. Oops, I did it again. Stop spamming caps. Would you please help me how to identify reliability and requirement of a broker? Just use a broker that many people use. Just use a big broker or something that people are using in your group. Ant 169 327 and 169 229 4 hour resistance. 169,327. 169,327. Yeah, but look, I did originally have it here like this, right? Because of the rejection. But then look what happened. When I went down to the 30-minute, it was cutting this. So I just dragged it so it fit the 30-minute. So it looks clean. You see that? That's all I did. That's the small adjustment. And then the other one you have 229. Yeah, but we don't need to mark that. That's super close, 229. What? You're going to have two lines like this together? Doesn't look nice. You know, two lines like this. It's too close. No need to mark it. We're not trading into this support anyways. It's a bad idea to sell into this support. 51 of us in here, 20 likes. I'm sure we can get the likes up to 35 at least. 35. I saw a question, when will the webinar be? The webinar will be on the weekend, probably next week. So I think I'll do it next week. So that will be the free webinar for you guys. And yeah, we'll do it next week on Sunday. Sunday next week. Let me know. Actually, yeah, let me know if you guys like Sunday next week. And we'll do that. What about gold? Yeah, we looked at gold. We're saying gold potential sells are going to be below 2028. But for now, buys are a bit tough into this zone here. So you could try buys above here, but I'd prefer to see close above, small support, and then continue up. This is the fake out I'm talking about. Very, very common to get this fake out here, right? This is exactly what I said. Man, Nightbot is really pissed today with caps, huh? Nightbot is not happy with the caps. So when we get a fake out, we should adjust the resistance to the fake out. Is that what you meant? Sorry for not understanding. Yeah, it is what I meant. So let's say that our resistance was here. And now this candle closes like this, which creates a new resistance. So we can just move it up to here, right? That's your new resistance. Simple as that. Nice, nice. My resistance on gold 2033. Yep, I agree. That is a good resistance to have. Anything above there, you can mark that. 2023 is, 2033 is very, very good. It's a correct resistance. Let me know in chat if you guys did share the stream with whoever, or in the group. Just resend it into the group. Just press share button, copy the link, and send it somewhere. Just anywhere, doesn't matter. I just want to experiment with this. I can't do it myself because I've already shared the stream to you guys, so it won't register. But I just want to experiment. So let me know in the chat if you've done it, so I can test my experiment and see how that works. Done. Thank you, thank you. At least we got one person, so let's see what that does. I shared in other groups, but that group's owner admin remove all the links I shared. No worries, I appreciate it. That's fine. I just wanted to test something, so I'll see how that plays out. So yeah, interesting push here. Flipped. I think we have a 5-minute thunder. Yep, that's the 5-minute thunderstorm setup. Well, not really. It's a kind of 5-minute thunderstorm setup. But counter trend here is tough. We maybe need to get above here. I mean, if this pushes up and then creates this type of resistance that comes back inside the range, maybe I try sell it down to the bottom of the range here. Maybe I might try that. It's very, very risky because of the 1 hour. We'll see how it looks and how the volume is. We have to remember that this is also the 1 hour open now. 1 hour closed nicely bullish from this zone, so it's a little bit risky, and this 1 hour looks disgusting. So selling into this is asking for trouble in my opinion. So yeah, let's see what we do in this zone here. Loving the new stream layout, Harry. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Haven't seen you for a while, brother. Yeah, we're keeping it clean, nice, clean, simple chat box. Easy on the eyes, easy to understand. All the time frames are up at the top of the screen, so you can see the pair clearly. Everything's nice and clear. Yeah, interesting close here. This should be okay to continue up, but at any time this can reject in this zone. This is a nice 1 hour close though. Does it have a bottom top wick? Oh, yeah, that's a nipple wick right there. Very, very small, yeah, nipple wick. Yeah, I don't see why we can't pop up to the top of the range here, but unfortunately, it's not really the best range to trade. And remember, our bias is bullish. Daily is closing bearish, sorry. 4 hours also closing, and we still haven't broken the 4 hour high. So buys are only going to come as a counter trend buy as we break the 4 hour highs. So above this zone is the earliest I can buy based on my rules. And that is going to be exactly here. So once we get above here is the earliest I can start to buy. So let's see how that plays out. And above here, how much is our range? You know, 8 pips to here, 14 pips, 15 pips. But above this resistance here, we have maybe 10 pips to here. Yeah, exactly. 10 pips and then 15 pips. So safer is going to be above here. So there is options for counter trend. You don't have to get into the beginning of the move. I'll wait for sells on 4 hour resistance. Yeah, that could work. The only thing you have to be careful of is this 4 hour rejection zone. Very heavy rejection zone here. And if this 4 hour candle closes above the daily open here, which is also this 4 hour resistance, it actually looks quite good for buys. You know, then I'd switch my bias to buys. Where's that thing gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we shall see. Let's have a look at AU for crest. Yeah, that's a messy daily. Daily's at resistance, so keep mixed bias just because we're at resistance. There's no point of buying at resistance. Yeah, 4 hour looks good to continue down. And I already know where the sells are going to come. Sells are going to come below this area here. This would be nice sells below here. 0.6766. Once we get below that, should be good for sells. Push us down all the way down to here. That should be okay for sells. Yep. Looks good for sells. Retest 170, 131, bearish order block, 170, 131. I don't look at order blocks. What time frame? But you know, you can't retest those zones until you have confirmation. We don't even have one 4 hour candle closing bullish. You need 4 hour at least closing bullish. On the past 15-minute candle, does it matter that there's no top wick? There is a small top wick. I mean, this is enough to be a top wick. It's not the best top wick, but it still is a top wick. If you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Definitely does help the channel. Be sure to join our streams. A lot of information on the streams. And now I should have a Nightbot so you can see all my socials. Right, you can check me out there. Be sure to follow Instagram. I post a lot of content, trading related content. A lot. Very good tips and tricks on my Instagram. So definitely check that out. Stop thinking about can price do this, can. That's the biggest mistake you have in trading. You're asking can price retest the order block, right? Can it? It very well can. But instead you need to change your mindset to what's in front of me right now and what will I do if this and this happens. Not can this and this happen. You need to see what's happening right now in front of you and make a plan to say price is now moving up, right? We have a bearish bias. If this candle closes like this, I can maybe take a sell towards this zone. Or if this candle closes like this, I can take a buy to this zone. So you need to trade what's in front of you, not what you expect price can do. Because it doesn't matter that order block or whatever you're looking at, it doesn't matter. Because you can't prove if it's going to be tested. And if you're sitting there waiting for it to be tested, you're going to miss all the trades. Focus on the price action that we see in front of us. Right? Focus on exactly what's in front of you and take a trade based on what's in front of you and what you're waiting for in those specifics. Not waiting for price to go to a random zone. I can show up to any chart and make some sort of plan based on what price is doing if I had to take a trade. I'm not angry at you, brother, just so you know. I'm just trying to teach you and help you. This is where all the buyers get messed up, right? Because they don't understand how to identify bias. They don't understand how to identify bias, and then they take a buy because, oh, price is breaking out. Tradesharpe said if price closes outside of a range, we can take buys. Oh, Tradesharpe is wrong. My buys didn't play out. Why? Because you only solved one piece of the puzzle. There's a big puzzle you have to solve. It's not that big actually. It's only a few more steps, but those few more steps make a massive difference. And the key point you missed was we are not a bullish bias. So don't take buys. Let's see what you guys are thinking. There, I put a poll in the chat. What are we thinking for news? News today, what are we thinking? Up or down? Let's see what you guys are gonna vote. How accurate does the markup on the weekly and day 4-hour need to be? I marked my own before stream started, and the most part looks similar to yours, but mine are a little higher, a little lower. No, that's perfect. You have to understand that I actually adjusted mine a little bit lower here just to make sure that it looks nice and fits in. You know, within 2-3 pips is definitely okay. Come on, Tradingview, don't do this. Come on. Trying to explain something here and you're lagging. Give Tradingview a bit. It's a bit tired today. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so mine was actually, the 4-hour support was somewhere here, but I just adjusted it to here just to make it look cleaner. As long as it's within 2-3 pips, you know, it's the zone that you need to be careful. Bro, I have doubts. Sometimes I mark 4-hour support and going to 1 hour, but market didn't respect that 4-hour support. In that scenario, what can I do? Wait, let me just try to understand your question. But even if it goes to 4-hour support, it doesn't matter. You only have to take buys and sells with confirmation from that zones. You can't just go down, price reaches a zone and you press buy or sell. No, you have to wait for confirmation. You have to wait for confirmation once price reaches that zone. I got MetaTrader frozen yesterday when the USD was going crazy. Sometimes brokers do that. They freeze their servers so that people don't go and try to trade news and they lose money. So they do that purposely. Sometimes Tradingview takes decades to load drawings. Yeah, sometimes their servers are a bit full. Could we be looking for sells at 169.7? No, that's a wrong plan to have. Never look for sells at a zone. Just let price do. Because if price never reaches 169.7, then, you know, you're going to miss your sells. So let price form something. Wherever it forms a possible trade, you can take it. If we do reject this zone, yeah, we could sell, but that's not happening just yet. So focus on what you see exactly in front of you instead of looking all the way at 164.7, because I'm on 169.7. Because by the time we reach 169.7, it will be breaking the 4-hour high, will be breaking this 4-hour resistance zone here. So there's also a potential for buys, right? And I think that's what people make a big mistake, is that you have to understand if there's been a big move up, you know, that momentum is kind of changing in that scenario. But if we remain in this range, then yeah, there's a potential for sells. But I would want to see more confirmation, like not just this and then a bearish close. I want to see something like this. This is ideal, right? We reject, we try pull up and then close below support. Once we close below that support, I can take the sells. Again, go here, go break, you know, there's so many options. Yeah, that 5 minute looks nice. I do think this will either go sideways like this or eventually continue up. And if that does fail, then you can take sells. Or if this ends up breaking this low, then probably downside is going to happen pretty quick. But just imagine you were in buys, right? If you were in buys, where would you be managing the trade, right? If anything closes back in the range. So as a seller, that could be an option. The only problem is when we look at this range, we have this. Right? We could do that easily. Pull back, boop, bye-bye. Right? So if we start measuring the range, okay, how much space do we have? 2 pips to here, 8 pips to here. Is it worth it? We shall see. Hi, can you show how to identify zone? What zone are you talking about? Are you talking so support and resistance zone, a trading zone? There's all different types of zones, right? The range is just basically clean candles. So our range for this trade here is all the way up to the next resistance here. You have this maybe to worry about right here, but we kind of closed above it. So essentially your range is to your next resistance. The range above here is to this next resistance. This is the range. To the next resistance, this is the range. So all these ranges here, not really tradable. Only 6 pips is not enough. 3 pips is not enough, right? Next range is going to be all the way up to here, right? How much is this? 10 pips? Enough to get to break even, right? But then we start having bigger ranges like this. Now these are very tradable, right? 40 pips, 50 pips, 60 pips. Definitely can find trades in there. That's very nice close, above 169,500. If we break this high, it actually looks good. It's so tempting this actually. It's really tempting. Just to try get like a 10 pip trade, just to the high here. Boop, 9-10 pips and be done. 1-to-1, quick scalp. So tempting. It's a very messy zone though. How's my poll doing? Oh, most people expect. Make sure to vote. Vote on the poll. We only have 19 votes, 56 of us here. Come on, guys. Vote. Vote on it. Let's see what you're thinking. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Thunderstorm set up with a long wick. Yeah, it could be, but the problem is it's not a bullish bias, right? We're going against that bias, and it's the first place where buys are making sense. It's a very dangerous place to buy. I voted down, but not sure. Yeah, you're not supposed to be sure. It is definite. I just want to see what the psychology of people. I always test this, right? I always test this to see what people are expecting, and then we see if it plays out or not, right? Personally, for me, it's very, very tough today. It's 50-50. Like, it's very, very tough to know if we're going to get a spike up or down. Based on last interest rate, so if we look at the last time we had interest rate decision, price pumped into interest rates and dumped, right? We can actually go back and see this. If you guys are interested, let me know in chat if you're interested, if you guys want to see what happened last interest rates, so I can explain what's different. Appraisal from the company, Funny part is that 90% of the increased salary will go towards taxes. So there's no change in my hand salary. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, we can have a look at that. So the way we do that, yeah, sweet. So the way we look at news is we go here and we check the last date that this happened, right? So that is going to be May the 5th, right? Oh no, this is the report, my bad. Where's the official bank rate? Should be the same. March, April, do we have April? Yeah, so March 23. So let's go and have a look what happened in March 23. Right, so we go and see what happened in March 23 to see what will happen with news today. Or not what will happen, but if we can get any information here. Was there April as well? Let's have a look. No, March was the most recent. So March 23, let's go to that. Boom. We should be there. Where's March 23? Show me March 23. There we go. March 23. Yep. Go to settings. We'll put previous news events. No, I do not want to update my PC. Yeah, Tradingview is a bit lagged as normal. But this is March 23. So this is when news came out. That is news right there. That looks like news. 23? No, that's... This should be the news here. Let's have a look. Yeah, 15. Yeah, so look, we pumped into news. Yeah, so we pumped in the morning to news. I actually remember this. So we had this pump. So this is the difference, is we were bullish, right? News gave us a pump, right? We pumped into a resistance zone here. And then when news came out, we just continued the move towards the downside. No crazy move, slow move towards the downside and retrace the move. But the difference to this time is if we look at what the chart is doing now, the chart has already had that move down, right? We pumped yesterday into the resistance. That happened yesterday. And today we're coming down already. So maybe this is already news priced in. And today we might reverse out of here. And most of you guys voted up. So makes sense, right? It makes sense. So we're going to keep that poll. We're going to end it. I'm going to keep that open, see if a few more people want to vote. But yeah, then that starts to make sense, right? You know, apparently, if chat is super active, then it helps the stream. Like if you guys just spam chat now. If you spam chat with comments, hello, how are you? Thanks for the stream. If everyone writes thanks for the stream and chat, let's see what happens to the views. We have to experiment, guys. There's no other way. I have to experiment. So if you guys spam chat, let's see what happens. So everyone who has a keyboard and has chat, take the time and spam it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this affects anything. There we go. Amazing. Morning. Come on, guys. Don't be lazy. Nice. Thank you for the stream. Appreciate it. Just gonna sing a song. Money. Don't know what songs that he chose. It does look nice in my chat box. does look, see, the chat box looks cool, looks nice and full. Bye, bye. Yeah, my chat rate has gone up. It's the YouTube business. Yeah, we're experimenting, man. You know the YouTube business. We're seeing, you know, we're doing some investigative research here. Because I told you guys, once this stream gets to 100 views, I'll do a big giveaway. 100 viewers, big giveaway. Cash giveaway. So you guys will like that. I know you guys like that. I wanted to give you guys a trading account and see someone who follows my stream, how well do they trade on that trading account. GT3 giveaway. Sheesh. Nightbot, even Nightbot. Nightbot, he's like, stop spamming emotes. Sometimes you scare me. Relax, Nightbot, relax. Very educative stream, I love it. Appreciate you guys. Nightbot does have a giveaway function, so we could use that when the time comes. No, thanks guys for spamming chat. Now let's see what happens. I appreciate it. So let's see what happens in the next 5 minutes, if it does anything or not. Chicken. Yeah, you know what it's like. Chicken. Alright guys. 600 seconds. Milliseconds, man. Milliseconds. Nightbot's quick. Nightbot's quick. Oh, really? He got timed out? Oh, bring him back in. Bring him back in. Poor guy got timed out. I need to change Nightbot's Nightbot settings. Poor people. You know what it's like. I appreciate you guys. Very, very supportive guys. Very, very supportive. I appreciate you. Sell. Yeah, we'll discuss that. I mean, range is a bit small. Prediction for the PPI news later. Yeah, what are they looking at for PPI? Let's have a look. Came back less than expected. Expecting to come back better. Unemployment is more important. Unemployment's more important. I think if you look at the last one that came back, 239, actual came up worse than expected. And they expect 245. They expect unemployment to get worse. Yeah, I think it will continue getting worse. I think we see gold. Yeah, it's very tough to say actually in these times. In these times, it's very hard to predict this type of thing. Very, very hard. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., right when stream starts, we have news. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to go adjust Nightbot because Nightbot's super aggressive today. Man, Nightbot is not happy. We sell GJ. Bro, can you explain brief stop before making a decision to say the mark support and resistance? At Nightbot, kick rocks. If it bans you for this, I'm gonna laugh so much if Nightbot bans you for this. It's gonna be so funny. Yeah, so your steps is this. Your steps is gonna come to the market. You're gonna either look at session bias first or mark your support and resistance. The order of that does not matter. Once you find your session bias and you have your relevant support and resistance marked, the next step you're going to do is you're going to look for your setups, right? So you're going to look for your trading zones, and then you're going to look for your setups. Okay, what setups am I going to take today? Where am I looking to buy? Or if you're looking to sell today, where are you looking to sell? And what do you want to see in order to sell or buy? Simple as that. I think Nightbot got into argument with his wife. I need to go adjust Nightbot's settings. Nightbot's very aggressive. Damn. So yeah, it looks like GJ wants to push to the bottom of the range. I wouldn't be surprised to just see us range in here like this. Something like that. So don't be too scared about this move. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's only been 7 pips. Not bad. But I appreciate you guys with the chat thing. Really do appreciate the support. It's amazing. We can chill now. We'll see if it worked or if anything happened. Doesn't look like too much happened, but I really do appreciate it. It's pretty cool to see. But also, I see that there's a lot of you who don't chat in stream. So if you guys have questions, don't feel scared to ask. I'm not going to insult you. No one's going to question you. We really don't care. Like, you can ask even a stupid question. At some point, I was probably asking those same questions. If this 15-minute candle closed back in the range, that would be this nice sell to catch this next 15-minute candle. Unfortunately, it did not close back in the range. How did I start trading? I was originally in crypto, and when crypto was going up, I said, okay, that's great, but when it goes down, I lose money. How am I supposed to make money both directions? And I found trading. How long is my live stream? I normally stream around an hour and 20 minutes, an hour. Depends what the markets are doing. Sometimes if we're in a trade, I'll stream longer. If the markets are boring and there's nothing for us and no one wants any questions to be asked, I'll just end it. But if there's a lot of questions and we're discussing things or we're in a trade, if we're in a trade, then I'll stream till the trade is done, obviously. This is a nice 5-minute change of structure, but we just didn't have the 15-minute close. We just didn't have the 15-minute close on our side. If we had this 15-minute closing a bit deeper and had this change of structure, I would 100% would have taken this. But would have taken it at the break of the low. And the break of the low till now is only 7 pips, so I'd be break even now. But that's a risky option, especially in this range. If you look at the 1 hour, no one would be trading this anyways. Oh, is AU ready for sales? Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's setting up. Let's see the 5-minute. Yeah, this looks good. If this 5-minute can close below this low, thunderstorm setup towards the downside. Close below this this low. Crest, you watching that? Thunderstorm setup might be coming. Watch it. Just be careful this resistance here, right? Make sure that we close below the low. Look how it's reacting at the moment. Right? You can see the reaction. Otherwise, it should be setting up. If this doesn't make a top wick now and breaks this lowest low, you can enter early as it breaks this low here. And stop loss would be above the previous candle high, something like that. 8 pips stop loss. And your target down here for 15 pips. Yeah, back here. Easy management, right? You lose nothing. You put your stop loss here. If anything closes back inside the range and starts breaking the high, you can close the trade, right? You have this range to protect you. You also have that 5-minute structure in here. Yeah, so you should be triggered on that. So you should be in this trade already, right? I don't trade AU, but as I said, as it broke this low, could be a point to enter. We missed a move on GJ. No, we didn't miss anything. Just moved down here. Nothing we could have really done to enter on this move. Unfortunately, we're in a really shitty range here. So yeah, we didn't miss anything at the moment. I mean, it looks good. It looked good, but unfortunately, we didn't have this 15-minute closing bearish. If we had this 15-minute closing bearish, then we could have taken sells, but it did not close bearish inside of the range. So we could not. But yeah, nice move. It ended up pushing down now. That's a pretty good move. Even though this looks great, like, oh wow, that's a nice move that played out. Don't be fooled, right, guys? Don't be fooled, because if you're taking riskier setups like this, long term, you're going to lose on them, right? And now that we're breaking down, if we can start getting below these zones here, guess what? We have nice sells below these wicks here. So this is good. We can start to catch more sells now. You know, and it's done this before, right? Look, you see it. Heavy move down, oop, rejection. So if we get below here, boom, we just continue sell, we can catch this move and it will be good. I don't know how to trade the news. Example, if negative or positive, what to expect to happen. Don't trade news. It's really a bad idea to trade news. You don't gain anything from trading news. It's just lucky if you get the direction. I told you, if it doesn't make a top wick, just enter at the break of this low instead of the close. I gave you a signal, man. Why didn't you just take my signal? Look, if this makes a top wick back to here, go and re-enter again. But you're lucky if this comes back to here. But I told you to enter. Right in front of me, I had it. Okay, you're in. Okay. Fine. Fine. You listened. Fine. Thank you so much for these streams and YouTube videos, Harry. So helpful. I switched from smart money concepts to price action because smart money, yeah, nice. Good idea. Nipokeo, you're back. Yeah, I was trying to unban you, but I couldn't even unban you. I need to change the settings for Nightbot. And yeah, Nightbot, we were saying that Nightbot was too aggressive. Is the thunderstorm setup part of the PDF? No, that's just yeah, it's like a setup 3. Yeah, exactly. It's like a setup 3, but with a stronger candle and on the 5-minute sometimes. You can use the 5-minute for, but exactly, it's like setup number 3. And the reason we call it thunderstorm setup is because it's just like a small modification on the thunderstorm setup. On the setup 3. It's similar to the, it's actually very similar to setup 3, but the reason we call it thunderstorm setup is the day we took that setup, there was a thunder outside and it made a big noise, so we heard the thunder, and yeah, so now we call it thunderstorm. And also, it's your channel most viewed videos are the one when you talk about SMC. You can recheck it. Also, they have catchy titles and thumbnails. You can use that to increase views and also consistent uploading. Yeah, but the problem is then I get viewers of Smart Money Concepts who don't want to watch the rest of my content because I don't know much about Smart Money Concepts. I know the basics, so I don't want to be talking about stuff that I don't know about. So that's the problem. That's why I'm trying to switch away. There was just one video that got super popular, right? And there was one video that blew up a lot back in the day. because what happened was that video got popular on Reddit, and it went from subform to subform, and it just got so many views. It got so popular that what happened was is that there was some guy in Spain, and this is super interesting. He took my video and he made an indicator to that video and was sharing that video and advertising my video to sell his indicator in Spanish. So he translated my video to Spanish, then he sold that video, right, with an indicator. Not me, I'm not affiliated with him, as a scam. And one day I got a message saying, your indicator has a problem, blah blah blah. I said, indicator? And she's like, yeah, you have an indicator. I'm like, yeah, I have the free session bias one, just this one here. The only indicator I have is this one here, which is free. You just type it in Tradingview, Tradesharpe session bias. And she's like, I paid for it and renewed my subscription. And I'm like, really? And then I found out this whole story. So yeah, people were selling a course on that video. Great win rate. Cheers, man. Not too many trades. Probably when we get more trades, probably like 30-40 trades, it'll probably go down to around 80%, 79. That's probably what will happen. This is business. They probably made more money off me for sure. Indicator cartel. Yeah, they probably made way more money. Yeah, in this industry, there's way too many scammers. It's full of scammers. Gold flip broke daily low. Yeah, I think gold sells are going to be best below this 2028. Potentially below. Yeah, 2028 sells are going to be safer on this candle close here. Crest, you better pay me for this AU trade I just gave you for free. I'll be sending you my PayPal. Whoever took the AU signal, you're very, very welcome. But for GJ is not giving us an entry at the moment. We're at support. Worst place you can sell is at support. So we either need to get below it. And if we do get below it, then I can take this type of sell like this once we get resistance below. No rush. I'll take that and I'll happily take my profits and leave. Selling up here, it was a risky option, earlier option, but definitely a more complicated option. Max, you'll give one chai? No, that's too cheap, man. GJ at rejection point? Yes, not a point where we should be selling. Sell to? 100%. Sell at? Not the best. Not the best. How does the session bias indicator work? Let me show you. The best way to understand how the session bias indicator works is to watch the video that I made it on. So I made a video on how to find it and how it works. So just watch that video. It is called Stop Getting Direction of the Markets Wrong. This one right here. So this video on my channel, if you go in, just 12-minute video, very nice and simple, right? Tells you exactly how it works, how to use it, and yeah, best way. The range below the daily low doesn't look that clean. No, it's not the cleanest range for sure. GJ has solid rejections and adjustment. It's very fascinating. Yeah, it's a good pair. But if we have volume, it will push through this zone. We don't have to worry, right? I mean, it is. We have some clean. We just need to worry about like levels like 169, then around this rejection zone here. These we just watch what happens at the support. But with volume, it's just gonna push through it. So you're not gonna have any problems. I must confess I've been gambling with your GJ confidence. Gambling with my GJ confidence. When you plan to sell, I go ahead and sell and wait for you to join. It has been playing out so far, fingers crossed. Please stop that strategy. Because the time it doesn't work, you're gonna lose very, very, very heavy. That's not a good strategy, but yes, you know, a lot of the time, it, my analysis has a very, very high win rate. And I used to, at one point in my trading, when I used to overanalyze and hesitate to take setups, I noticed that my analysis was 90% plus. 90% plus analysis. And at one point I questioned to myself, would it just be better if I took a trade with my analysis? Doesn't matter, I don't need any confirmation. Just press the direction I expect price to go and see if it plays out. But until very, very quickly, that goes wrong. You guys want me to stream into London Open? I'll stream into London Open. But in the meantime, I need to go put on some rice. So I'll be back. I will be back. Oof, out of breath. I went full speed for you guys. You should try my strategy, which is 50% win rate. The strategy is called flip the coin. Heads for buy, tails for sales. Do I use fixed lots? Yes, I do use fixed lots. If it's a really big stop loss, like a 30 pip stop loss or something, then I'll just reduce my lot size by maybe a couple of lots or one lot or something like that. DJ makes me very confused. It's such a scary pair. Join us on stream and you will not find it confusing. Yeah, the problem with selling now is you're selling into support. I would not sell into support that just at the moment. We need to get below. If we get below, we should be fine. Right, we got 50 votes in this poll here. Gonna end it. So quite mixed. 60% expected to go up with news. 40% expected to go down. So let's see. How can we use fixed lots? Because if your average stop loss is around 20 pips and you want to risk, you know, $1,000, then you can use like a 8 lot or 6 lot or something like that, right? So you can just adjust like that. So let's say there's a day. So let's make it simple. Say your average stop loss is 10 pips. So you use a 10 lot to risk $1,000, and maybe one day you have a 25 pip stop loss. Just reduce it to an 8 lot or something. You know, it's okay if you lose a little bit more, a little bit less. It's fine as long as you're making a same profit target, right? And as long as you're winning more than you lose. If you're winning more than you lose, the time that you lose, it's okay because you win more than you lose. I see you guys behind the screen. You're watching GJ push down and you're all getting nervous and say, oh, sells are going to play out. Sells are going to play out. I see you guys. Don't lie. I see you guys. No FOMO. Yeah, we need to get below here. If we get below here, maybe I'll entertain selling. We have London Open in 10 minutes. Maybe we can do some action at London Open. But look at all these rejections here. We need to be careful. All of this zone here. This is a problematic zone. A problematic zone to sell in is where this box is. See? If we get below this box, maybe it's okay. Look at that. Below this box, maybe we could start selling. 9 pips to here, 16 pips. That could be an option. Triple bottom, maybe we can buy then. No, thank you. Yes, you know, it could make sense counter trend, but it's not. I'm not going to try catch a falling knife. Catching a falling knife is very, very dangerous. The move looks bigger than I thought. I thought this was like a 40-50 pip move. It's a 29 pip move. Gold about to have a sell setup. Let's have a look. No, needs to get below this support right here. I think a lot of people are going to miss this zone here. I'm going to draw a line. I want it below this. This is where I want it below. If it gets below here, it's fine to sell. You see that rejection already? Once it gets below here, then it's okay to sell. Yeah, this 5 minute after the stop wick, yeah, this looks good actually. 1 minute for this to close. If this can close below here in 1 minute, it should be okay. How's Crest Sales going? Is Crest in drawdown? No, he's laughing. He is enjoying these sells. I'll go to break even now. There's no point of losing this trade. Your entry was up here. You know? Break even at this point. Maybe even look to secure something. Nice work, man. The range below the daily low isn't clean, so isn't it better to wait for a pullback to enter the new lower high from the last lower low? No. You know, it is okay, right? I mean, we have till this daily support. 168,800 is kind of the target. We're just about to break the daily low, which is a good area. So it's okay, man. If you have volume on your side, we will push through. You'll push through. But we need to get below here first. Inside of this range is very risky. TP already for our support. Nice. You guys both TP'd. Very good. W is in the chat for my signal. There you go. That's my signal. I'll send you my PayPal. 169, 13, very stubborn zone to break. Yes, it will be a very stubborn zone. This is where you'll get your rejection. Have you guys watched my new video? Let me know in chat if you guys watched this new video and let me know what you think about it. It's a very interesting video. Just check it out. Have you guys watched this video? Watched it, very informative. Nice, nice. Nice one, guys. So yeah, gold should have broke that low now. Yeah, there we go. That's that close, right? Boom. Breaking that 5 minute. Yeah. If session bias was bullish, would it be good to buy at a rejection? Yeah, if this created support here, it would be good to buy. Two minutes till London Open here. Maybe I can scalp. Maybe I can do a 1 minute scalp today. Let's have a look. Interesting range here. We shall see. Nightbot is so quick. Why is my finger cut? Man, what is this BS? Ah. Crash, you should make a trading Instagram to post your trades and keep a journal. And post all of those on your journal. Alright, London Open here, big top wick. 1 hour candle, closing at this rejection zone, very, very risky zone, but I like this top wick, it's very nice, grabbing liquidity from the upside, potentially to flip down here. But again, nothing closed below this support. I think a lot of people are going to get caught out sometimes. It's kind of like a 50-50. 50-50. If it breaks this low 50%, it continues down 50%, you get another rejection. So I'd be careful right here. It's fine, your Insta is mine. No, it's not, because it's not getting views. So yeah guys, for me, I'm gonna wait for something to get below, at least a 5-minute candle closing below here. That's gonna be the plan. I don't see any point of just taking it as it breaks this low. I think it's super risky here to take as it just breaks this low. I think it's very, very risky. I think we need at least a 5-minute closing below here, which will give the option. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. I'll let you know if I take it in the group, so you guys have to build that confidence to take that trade. And yeah, we'll see what happens, see if we can get a bit more of a downside continuation for the rest of the day. And then of course there's news later. Do not trade news, let that play out, and we'll see what ended up happening tomorrow, right? That should be the plan, right? We'll see what ends up happening tomorrow. We'll take it from there. We will take it from there. But yeah, let's see if we get... We'll wait for the 5-minute close here. Or not. Yeah, so I'm just going to wait for that. Nothing much to talk about. I appreciate all of you guys showing up as always. Be patient for that. Don't jump into anything stupid. Remember, we're at a rejection zone. Not a smart place to sell, so we at least need to get below it. So yeah, take the notes. Everyone, enjoy your day, and hopefully catch you very, very soon on the next stream. If you haven't subscribed, leave a subscribe. You know the YouTube business. Take care, trade sharp, and until next time. Peace.